Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning here, and here I am with my beautiful wife here. She's gonna take you around, and we're gonna go around the garden, see what we find. I know it's a jungle, but make sure I won't plant the sunflowers in the garden. Alright, here we go.
First off, we got some tomatoes.
Ooh. Y'all look at those tomatoes.
They're hiding right there. There's some on the other side too.
And there's some more on the other side. Here, guys, I want to show y'all something about the plant while she's harvesting. Y'all see this yellow here? I believe that's done due to moisture. So probably just cut those off with the clippers or something. But it's gotten all the way to the top, so I don't like that yellow. But I usually keep them pretty clean towards the bottom. I try to do that, keep them clean, and yes, always stay on top of them suckers. Looking at the zucchini plant, thinking about pulling her out. Alright, let's keep going here. I know we have a bitter melon. This is a bitter melon plant here. And yeah, did you find one?
Yeah.
She found one. Bitter melon.
Nope.
You know, the name says it all. Bitter.
Bitter is better.
Yes.
Great for if you have cancer. Just
Yes,
take your head out.
apparently that is a really good thing we've heard. Haven't had the chance to try it, but bitter. We used to do them in smoothies. That's how we get them across with some fruit in there to sweeten it up. So here I need to come out here once again, and I'll show you guys. Just trim these guys off because they're just getting too funny looking. You see that? Just like that. And right here, there's a sucker that I shouldn't be letting grow. And here's another sucker. But that's not why we're out here, so we're going to continue to harvest. There you go, but yeah. Ooh. Another cucumber.
Love cucumbers with some lime and tahini. Yum. Very nice, refreshing snack for the summer.
That's how we do it. You can get those from the other side. Wasp.
Some things like to really hide.
Yeah, it's like a scavenger hunt out here. One day you don't see it, the next day you see it.
It's like overdone.
But we just have this method of growing that you really have to step over things and go over things. There's really not much of a walkway during the growing season.
Yeah. Just let the plants do their thing. Huh? Oh, a nice lemon cucumber. See that, everyone? Very good.
Let's give it another look for some more. I always like to look and know where the next one's going to be. So this one's growing, so we know where the next one, I don't have to come out here and find it. They're yellow, so that's a plus.
There's one back there too. Alright, it's still little though.
Where is he?
Below the other one.
Oh. So there's two on this side there. These are lemon cucumbers. Lemon cucumbers. So let's go on this way.
I know there's the green beans. Oh yeah, they're always up high though.
Yes, we grew purple beans, or would you call them purple green beans? I don't know. Usually you want this right here, the younger stuff, as opposed to this one. Oh, I'm stepping on a watermelon there.
Maybe you could juice it up.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
There's not many at the bottom.
No, they're always at the top.
Well, there is some yellow one. There's some yellow ones down here. Some yellow green beans, and these are really good for you. Jerusalem artichoke here. I've been trying to pull that all out of my garden, so I would actually have a garden. Because Jerusalem artichoke, if you ever have Jerusalem artichoke, you want that in a pot, because if not, it'll just go everywhere. Literally everywhere. That's some more Jerusalem artichoke there, which is not a bad thing if you're trying to be like a survival type garden, because
you have never-ending food.
yes, I mean, you harvest it in the winter, you don't have to plant it. Jerusalem artichoke's where it's at. Low maintenance, except it can be high maintenance in a garden, unless you keep it contained. Got our peach here. Peach tree here, doing really good. Then we have some green beans growing on the sunflower, but I don't see any yet. Got some okra here. Beautiful burgundy okra. Fried okra is the best.
I got some of that to make today, that's for sure.
Oh, here are some of my favorite tomatoes. I like to just eat these like this. They are just really nice lemon. Are these? I think these are just yellow tomatoes. Yellow tomatoes.
I think they're called like yellow pear tomatoes.
Yellow pear tomatoes. There we go. Yellow pear tomatoes. They do really well. They produce really good, quite a bit, and are a high producer. Have a lot of green tomatoes on there. We have not had much of a rain lately, and in my garden I don't do any watering here. So, ooh, is that a that a watermelon? Watermelon! These tomatoes are interesting. I actually planted all my tomatoes from seed this year, so my wife and I started all of them, and had to move them around from indoors to greenhouse to, couldn't find a place to put them, but we got them in the ground, and now they're producing green tomatoes, and we're really excited about that. We usually freeze what we can't of tomatoes, and yeah, make a tomato basil soup. We love that. That's really good. Alright, so the green bean was producing a lot, but right now it has taken a break to produce more flowers. So I'm thinking maybe September, here in about a month, we should be getting a little bit more higher production. These things need to be tied up. Tomatillo needs to be tied up here. I believe this is a pink tomato, so we're gonna go ahead and saw him off there. Let's see if you can get that. Alright, so, well, y'all, look at the blackberries. This blackberry did not produce very much berries this year, and it's just focused on growing. Next year, it will. Yeah, would you look at this beauty here? Tomatoes. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is just take the ripe ones off, and I think let the other ones ripen. Just because they don't all ripen at the same time. I guess not having a consistent water plays a role in that. Gotta hold the sunflower for the beautiful one here. Look at her struggling. Oh. Telling y'all, this is a jungle. I could hide here and nobody find me.
For sure. I have to call his name because I can never find him around here.
So, here's this other one. Planted some okra here. This is probably some of the first okra I planted. And, yeah, that's pretty good, but I like them. Like what she's cutting there. Kind of like that. I like them a little smaller. The okra, it's just a little bit more tastier, I think. But whenever okra starts producing, it produces. And what I love about okra is that you don't need much water for it. It thrives on a dry conditions. I wanted to show you guys here. Sorry, something beat me to the corn. Look at that. I've never seen that before. There's the evidence. Wonder what it was. What got to the corn?
Evidence. They left it.
So here are the blackberries, and they are still producing. They have produced since June, all month long, I believe. This one did really well. And I have some baby runners that I probably need to come out here and transplant into pots. I'll even go ahead and pick the okra this small, which is just kind of like finger size, kind of. Smaller, half finger size. Still producing some zucchini. I went ahead and started some new seeds because all of my plants got eaten by the squash bug. Well, there was a cucumber plant somewhere around here in between these sunflowers. And last time I found a huge So here we are on the other side finally. Beautiful tomatoes.
Here. I'm just kidding.
There was the cucumber plant. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How'd you do this like this? Oh, I see one. I knew it. So, guys, I'm going to take a moment here to show you what happens. So, your cucumber plant will produce, but if it produces one that you've missed, then she will stop producing. Should just focus on that one, give all the energy to the one so it can go to seed and stop producing. So, here you go, guys. Let's see if I can get it here. See, she wanted to work on the next one, but even the next one started turning yellow too, so it thinks all of them should go to seed. But here's one, and I just actually saw another one while I was picking this one. That's what. Let's go back over here. And this is what I mean by you missed some. We were just over here having to go back to the tunnel, and now I lost him. I lost him. It's like he moved on me. But here he is. Look at that. Hiding from me right there. This one's actually a good one. We've been eating cucumber all summer long, and it's the thing to eat because it's just so high in water, so refreshing. Yeah. I think the creator knew what he was doing whenever he did everything. Of course, he knew what he was doing. If you look at the seasons and just everything in nature just plays such a role, and it has a time. It has a time for everything, and that's just beautiful. So here we're another cucumber here. Look at that. Yum yums.
Beautiful.
So we're getting to the cucumbers here. We just walked over from that garden to this garden. This garden is a recent garden, and yeah, I wanted to show you guys here what I have. So under this arbor here, I have tecomates, which are bottle gourds. Here's one. Last year we had a whole bunch of them here. Got some pears going on. But and we have sweet potato here. And we have some freshly planted okra along with some older okra back there. Whoa, look at that sunflower. Beautiful. There's a bunch of okra. Usually we can't keep up with okra. Okra just produces way too much, which is good. Let's see, cucumbers. Another cucumber, guys. Another cucumber, guys. It's starting to get warm outside. Ooh, another cucumber.